Hello there, Sagittarians. Thanks for joining me for I was going to say April of all things, but of course it's July of 2020. This is a psychic tarot reading for Sagittarius Rising, Sagittarius Sun, and Sagittarius Moon. My name is Vickieverlie. I'm the rock and roll prophetess, and I have over 30 years experience doing psychic tarot readings. I also create decks and books and other things that you can find out on my website. We're going to use one of those decks that I've created in the Rock and Roll Tarot deck of my own design for the main portion of the reading. Then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card. If you are a level 2 Patreon supporter, we're going to do 3 additional cards from in a bonus reading from the Songs from the Journey Home. Okay, the cards have been shuffled thoroughly in between, and I'm going to go ahead and just loosely shuffle and let Spirit pull out the cards that are going to be the message for our Sagittarius people for the month of July of 2020. I am going back to the old format this month, but I may change it up again for my regular viewers. I tried something different last month. Some liked it, some didn't. So we're going to just go back to this for this month. I may surprise you. We may go back to changing it up in different ways at different points in time. Let me get a quick drink of water and take a look at these cards while I'm getting my drink of water. Let these words move around and pop out at you. That's what makes this deck so cool. These words will talk to you. They'll talk to you if you let it. Okay, I actually think I should get a cough drop too. You got a really beautiful, bright reading here. Just looking at the overall, look at the whole thing here. The very first card out was the Temperance card. This is higher forces of spirits and angels are working on your behalf. They're putting things together for you. And it's, right in the next row we have another card with angelic presence, and that is the Judgment card. So there's very much a higher force vibration going on in the upright position. They're working to help you out. They're working to bring things in for you. We have the King, the Queen, and the Page of Pentacles. So we've got this huge lineup of Pentacle people. Now the people are they could be 2 men and a woman, or it just could be anybody. It doesn't mean like there's 1 man and 1 woman and 1 child. There's just people showing up, and these are people. When they're Pentacles, it usually means that these are people that are going to help you with your financial situations. Now, speaking of Earth, there's going to be one more eclipse of this season, and that's occurring on July 4th, and it is in an Earth sign. It's going to be in the sign of Capricorn. So highly likely that this could have something to do with that eclipse on the Capricorn on July 4th. That could really do something for you. Some kind of burden is going to be lifted, or stress is going to be relieved. Something that's been stressing you out is going to be lifted and moved away. And this is also that eclipse, that full moon. It could eclipse something out of your life, and that does not have to be a bad thing. It could definitely be a good thing, and in your case it certainly looks like it's a good thing. There's some sort of success coming for you, and it's connected to these Earth people. There's people here too. It's not like, well, if it represents the eclipse or it represents these people. It could be all of the above, any or all. It could be all of them. So there's some kind of big success or accolades, or you getting some sort of, the word prestige really stands out to me. And again, let that happen. If there's a particular word or something on here that really stands out to you, let that come forward. Many of you, when we look at this Judgment card, we always want to look at the horn and where it follows down to. And it follows down to the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of financial independence. Very often it's working for yourself, having your own business. I mean, a lot of people during this time frame have been like, well, I haven't been able to, my job's closed down, or, especially people like musicians or in the service industry. And they're like, well, I better get out there and, do something here. I got to do something. I got to eat, right? So 9 of Pentacles, and even, like I was said in one last video, like a lot of people, my friends are musicians, they're out doing Uber and stuff like that. This could be the independent contractor like that. 9 of Pentacles can be the independent contractor. And it looks like you're doing okay with it. And some people that have found these other independent contractor gigs, or started a small business, maybe whatever, selling masks or this or that, this could continue on for them. This may have been, the universe throws you a curve and then you turn in a new direction and, wow, turn around the corner and you're doing really well. There is news coming about money, and it's about a decision that's being made. Now, it might be you making a decision saying, you know what, I'm doing okay with this. I don't need to go back to that job that I hated. It could be like that. Or it could be an outside person or a company or somebody saying, hey, we got your resume and we wanted you to come in and we're going to, they might hire you. You might get hired. Because this isn't about you doing really well. If you are like vying for a position or trying to get hired or trying to get a raise or something like this, this Six of Pentacles, Six of Rods would say, yeah, you could definitely get it. That you would be, you would be the best. You'd be the best candidate. Or some of you might, this could even be like you're getting some kind of an award, or maybe even graduating from school or something like that, and you're top of your class, these kind of things. Getting a lot of, this is earned recognition and respect. It's not something that's just, it's not something that's just, a fluke. It's something that you worked really hard for and that you deserve it and you really are the best qualified for the most for your job here. But boy, do you have a lot of higher forces working on your behalf. I think I'm going to write that down as your higher forces helping, help from on high. How about that? We'll put it that way. Help from on high. Yeah, there's a bunch of really good stuff happening. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start to shuffle up and do my do your animal totem. I want to let everybody know that powerful eclipse solstice reading, which of the eclipse season I feel was the most impactful and the most powerful, looking for what's coming ahead here. That reading is still available. It's been very, very popular. So I decided it was going to be to the end of the month, so that's still on if you're watching this in June. You got about a week left here at the time I'm recording this, but I may go like the first weekend of July. We'll go in the first weekend of July. And it's still, even though it's past, it's still happening. That thing is still happening. It's, still going on. And if you don't know your rising sign or your moon and all that, I do have a thing on my website where you can get a free astrology printout. And then you can get also I have a video that you can purchase if you want to watch how to understand the house system. And so if you're having these eclipses and you know your rising sign, you can kind of, look into it. It's good. It's beneficial to know. Okay, let's see here. Animal totem for our Sag friends for July. What's going on, people? The wasp. That's the, generally I don't think of the wasp as a friendly card, but let's see what I wrote. Fearless warrior spirit of the sky, shamanic healing and transformation, stinging, attacking, and fighting the good fight. Impassioned action makes dreams come true. Yeah, impassioned action. Go for what you want. If you don't have your hat in the ring, there's no chance of you getting chosen. This card too is not anything that just falls from the sky. This is you pursuing it, saying, I would like to have this job, I'd like to have this position, I'm going to, do this work toward, or I'm going to, get my degree or go back to school or whatever you're going to do. Impassioned action. This is an action card. This is a card that's the result of taking action. It's not the result of, okay, well, the psychic said I'm going to get some money, so I'll just sit here and wait for it. No. Not with this card. This is a card of working hard to achieve your goal, but also getting that reward. It's not just working hard and then not getting your, then for nothing. You get the reward. You get the money. You get the reward. It's so funny. I just looked up at the thing and I'm looking at it again and I don't see it. But over here, I saw this big profile of like a lion, and I don't see it again. I just kind of glanced up for a minute, and I saw like this lion. So I'm thinking, for some of you, when we move into Leo, that some of this stuff could really be popping for you, and that's your fire sign. So when we move into Leo, that's going to be more harmonious with your sign. And anyways, we're going to move into Leo on the 22nd. So some of this stuff might not be showing up for you till a little bit later after we move into Leo 22nd. Plus some things are going to start to go direct from the retrograde, like Mercury and stuff, after the 20th. So it might be a little bit towards the end of the month here. This could say that there is fierce competition. I think there is fierce competition, but throw your hat in the ring. Give it a go. You might be surprised. I think you're going to fare very well here, Sagittarians. Okay, everybody. I want to thank you all for tuning in and supporting my channel in every way that you do by liking and sharing and commenting. If you enjoy my content and want to see more, you can find that subscribe button down in the bottom right. Right now I'm going to start shuffling up the additional cards for our Patreon supporters on level 2. If you want to find out how to be a level 2 Patreon supporter, you can check that out. The information, everything about how to get the readings. I have books, decks, and all sorts of stuff. You'll find that all in the description of this video, so please do check it out or visit my website. I want to thank you again for all your support, for everything you do to make these videos continue to do each and every month on YouTube. Have a great month of July and a great lunar eclipse, and I'll speak to you soon.